Hey, what up? All right, today I'm gonna just quickly cover how to make a prop for when you're trying to teach people how to deal with thoracic injury. So that's injury mainly to the chest wall, but we even include the abdomen and sometimes the neck, anywhere where the airway can be impeded by some sort of penetrating trauma, otherwise known as like a sucking chest wound. So I think I've got the lecture down, but only after teaching it 150 times. One of the things I found that works really well is I'm going to show you how to build this prop that I think drives the point home, saves you a bunch of oxygen consumption. So to do this, what we need is we need a clear water bottle. I prefer the Fiji water bottle that's like kind of oversized, but this will work for right now in our purposes. So clear water bottle. You'll need some sort of rubber glove, medical glove. You'll need a straw, just like you get at like convenience store for your big gulp or whatever you're going to drink. So one straw. Duct tape. All right, have some sort of duct tape. You guys know I'm a Gorilla duct tape fan. Need a couple of rubber bands. And last but not least, we need a couple of condoms. So I'm going to take the rubber bands and put them around the... No, I'm just kidding. The condoms are actually going to play the part of lungs in this demonstration. Oh, and then, something to cut with. Either bandage scissors or a knife. So to do this, I got a little bit of water here. I don't want to spill it on my floor. I'm going to come to the bottom of the water bottle, and I'm going to cut just the very bottom section out. There we go. So now the bottom's all opened up and free. I took the cap off. I'm not going to need the cap. Now, the fun part. Well, before I get to that, go ahead and take your straw, and we'll just kind of we'll cut the straw in half. That's all we need is just two pieces about this big. Bam. Okay. So, taking my condoms. There we go. If you're really good, open these up with your mouth. Just kidding. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and stretch these out. Okay, now, so here's both condoms. The rubber bands I have are actually a little too big. If you can find smaller ones, that's going to serve you better. I just have these big sort of, for heavier duty stuff. In this instance, I'll just go ahead and take some Gorilla tape. I'm going to drop a straw into the base of each condom, and I'm going to secure that with Gorilla tape. Again, test this one. There we go. All right. So now I got my two lungs. These are going to go down in the bottle. Or maybe in this case, it might be easier for me to drop them through the top. There we go. All right, now these are simulating our bronchioles, or, going down our trach, dividing off into two places to feed both lungs. So now, I'll use the same thing. I'll just use the duct tape to try to close off and seal this area around the bottle. I want these two straws protruding out. And that might be good for right now. As you can see, I got both condoms in the bottom here. And maybe just... Doesn't need to be airtight, doesn't need to be watertight, just needs to, be somewhat... we just don't want a whole lot of air pulling through the top. All right, so there we go. All right, that part's done. Now I'm going to take my medical glove, my examination glove, and I'm going to fit that over the base here. All right, once I have the glove set, I can start drawing. You can see how as I'm drawing up and down, I'm feeling the condoms up. That's exactly how our diaphragm operates, creates a negative vacuum that allows us to take an inhalation. And as the diaphragm relaxes, which in this case pushes up, now we exhale. I am getting a little bit of feedback from up here around the straws. So I washed my hands. All that lubricant on them was not helping my tape job. So now I'm going to just make sure that I got these two holes around the straws completely sealed up and taken care of. Minus slippery fingers. Sometimes slippery fingers are good, but in this application they're absolutely not. All right. So I got another piece here. I'm just going to go ahead and pile on more shit. Okay. So now I'll double check it now. There we go. Now when I do this, the lungs are filling up good. So again, diaphragm contracts, draws in a negative vacuum, filling up the lungs. It relaxes, we exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now one last thing I'll do just to kind of shore up my prop, I'm going to tape around the base of the rubber glove, or our make-believe diaphragm. There we go. Make sure I get a good seal going around this rubber glove so it's not going to slip off. I'm not going to get any air seepage. Okay, bam. Now when I do this, there we go. So again, I'm just pulling down on the rubber glove to create that negative vacuum. And you can see my lungs are expanding each time I do it. Now the purpose to doing this is to show what happens when we sustain injury to the chest wall. So, in this instance, now this could be, a gunshot, this could be a sword, it could be a knife. We'll just simulate a knife now. I'm going to cut into, just pretend this is the chest wall. I'm going to cut into the chest wall. I'm going to create just a small hole. Can you see my hole? There's my hole right there. Okay, so I've cut through the bottle. Now when my diaphragm tries to operate, that doesn't really bring the point home, does it? Need to make a bigger hole. Yeah, let's really fuck this dude up. Okay, now I've got a much bigger hole, much bigger insult to the chest wall that I've inflicted here. There we go. There we go. That's what buckshot would do. Okay, huge hole. Now we see as I'm drawing the air, I'm not filling my lungs up. So what do I have to do with that hole? Well, I've got to apply an occlusive dressing or a commercial grade chest seal if I have one. So we'll simulate a chest seal. Chest seal, find our hole, expose our hole through raking. Oh shit, we got a hole, sucking chest wound. We're going to apply a seal. There we go, and now we ought to be able to resume normal lung function. That is the whole purpose to why we're applying seals. Now, we could apply this seal and we could have a hole in the lung, which I can't replicate here with the bottle. As there's a hole in the lung and we've sealed the outer chest wall, pressure can now build up in the lung through us breathing in and blowing out into our pleuritic cavity, that could be collapsing our lung. In that instance, one of the actions that we should take is to remove this dressing for 3 to 5, 6 seconds to allow that air to escape, seal it back up, and then we should resume normal function again. So, there you go, Brady, or whoever wants to rip me off. Yeah, got no problem. Hey, I stole this from somebody. This wasn't my idea. This is a dude showed me how to do this. So, all right, cool. Later.